Alright, what is going on, you crazy people? This is Crazy Noob, the type of noob you wish you were, and today we're doing a Q&A for the first time ever. I really didn't have any other way to do it. I wasn't feeling, putting a gameplay behind it, so, let's just go right into the questions. There's not much to it. It's just a simple Q&A. I have so many messages. I didn't get too many questions, but, it's right here. CD John sent me Twitter. And I guess I don't know if that was a question like for the Q&A because he sent me that right after I sent out the Q&A like question thing. But my Twitter is CrazyNoobXBL or at CrazyNoobXBL. You can follow me. I'll put it on the screen or something right now. Maybe I might be too lazy to do that. Owls sent me how often. Oh my God, I don't really watch that stuff. I yeah I just don't really watch that stuff. Tripwire Hook sends, how many clips can you hit in a day? Usually, if I start early, I'll probably hit 4 to 5 clips a day. Like actually good clips, like maybe a multi, but like, it's cause like I would use different guns, like semi-autos, but like recently, like I just prestiged recently, and I've been using nothing but the MSR, so it's like 2 or 3 clips a day, maybe like quad feeds or maybe 5 vents, stuff like that. So that answers that question. Diffie Guard sends me, why you like MW3 so much? Okay, well, I think I like MW3 so much because it just tends to my playstyle. It's very fast-paced, it's fast in general, and I have a good connection, and a good connection on MW3, it just blends perfectly with everything else. There's nothing you can do wrong if you have a good connection and you're playing MW3. So, here we go. Truly, TL sends me, when the boy getting in devil? Dang. I don't know, man. Hopefully soon. I know Nerve left. I don't know why he left, but he left, and I know that I had some friends that were a little upset because he made the RC and kind of just threw away the spot. So I know a lot of people were a little angry about that. So Undead Turtle says, "What made you start YouTube?" And this question is pretty simple to answer. I grew up, you know, I grew up watching YouTube like as a small kid, and I watched videos like Fred. Like I watched Fred. Hey, it's Fred! I watched Fred and all his friends, and I watched Waste Time Chasing Cars, and then um, after that, after like watching Smosh and all that other stuff, I started watching YouTube videos about Call of Duty. And that was X-Jaws, White Boy 7th Street, Sark, Sea Nanners, Syndicate with like zombies and stuff. And that just, I just fell in love with it. And I had a PS3 at the time, and my brother had MW2, and I wasn't even allowed to play it. I wasn't allowed to play the campaign even. So, just watching YouTube videos about Call of Duty, kind of like going against my brother's will, saying, no, you can't play Call of Duty. You have to wait till you're my age. And he was like 16 or something like that. Yeah, I started watching White Boy 7th Street, which was probably really inappropriate for my age of like 13, but nowadays 13-year-olds are stupid and they do everything that 20-year-olds do. So, kind of just watching White Boy 7th Street, X-Jaws, kind of made me want to make something of myself like that one day, and where like I would be excited when a new White Boy 7th Street video came out, and I wanted people to be excited when one of my new videos came out. So it encrusted into my mind that, if I could start a YouTube channel, I could share part of my personality that I don't get to share with many people in real life. So that's how I started. That's what made me start my YouTube channel. I'm Dashy OG sends. Oh my god. How much do you I'm Dashy OG? I don't really do I'm Dashy OG. I don't really know what to even say about that one, so, yep. Nino the God says, are you a fish? And I was a fish 3 years ago when I was a freshman in high school. I'm going to be a senior already, so that answers that. Exalt FedEx asks, FedEx or UPS? And to be honest, I'm going to have to answer UPS just because every time I order something on Amazon, the UPS guy brings it. So I'm going to say UPS. Horizino says, what inspired you to start sniping? Okay. What inspired me to start sniping was actually my IRL friend named Aldo. We would play on Xbox Live here like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. and we would 1v1 all the time with snipers, and we would quickscope, and I would always lose so horribly, and he was so amazing at it. And I would get to the points where I would switch to like noob tubes. That's how angry I would get because I would lose so badly. He would like wallbang me across the map, like just quickscope, 1v1 quickscope. The old saying that no one's allowed to say anymore because you'll get hate for it. But soon after, we just kept on 1v1ing and playing MW2 together, playing like Favela, going quickscoping online. Not even going for clips. I didn't even have a capture card or a PVR. We would just play MW2. Those were the good old days. He told me about FaZe. He was like, "Look, this is what FaZe does." And he gets on top of the little like plane on Scrapyard. He throws a stun at me and then like spins off and jumps off and spins. And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's called a trick shot. That's what this FaZe clan does." And then he introduced me to FaZe Clan, so that's really what started my sniping career. iHig says, "Are there any projects you're working on?" And yes, that is true. I am working on a project right now. It's going to be called Entropy, and it's got a little surprise. I'm not sure if I should give it away yet, but I know all my friends on Xbox Live know what it is. But yeah, there's a cool little surprise. It's something to do with the music. So it's gonna be 60 clips long. It's kind of gonna be like my best of clips. There are gonna be clips in there that people haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna use like all my amazing clips and just make it because the song has a lot of meaning to me and who I am. So yeah, those are the types of projects I'm working on. And another one that I'm going to be working on very soon is a Road to a Commander, because I'm about to prestige on MW3. So I'm gonna call the series like Drop Zone to Commander. It's gonna be real cool. I'm probably gonna make it all the way to like episode 30, maybe like 30 minutes a piece, or maybe an hour a piece. I don't know, because I would have to be playing like a different COD at the same time, so that way I'm not getting bored or having to record like 24 hours a day. So yeah, that's the other one I'm going to be working on, is Road to a Commander. I'm going to call it Drop Zone to Commander because all I really play is Drop Zone. So yeah. NE Cure says, "How old were you when you became a sniper?" And I was probably about 15, I believe. I know I was a freshman in high school. Yeah, I was definitely a freshman in high school when I started sniping and I was able to record. I started sniping right before summer started my freshman year on MW3, and then I bought an Easy Cap, and that was probably like the coolest summer ever for me, because I had an Easy Cap, I could record MW3 and all that stuff, and then that summer after my freshman year I hit my first quad feed, and oh my god, it was horrible. And that's pretty much how my sniping, that's how I became a sniper and how old I was. I was probably 14, 15, and I'm probably 17 already. So people who ask me, "How are you so good at this?" It's like, well, I've been doing it for like almost 3 years now. So, it's not that surprising when someone puts that much time into a game. Alright guys, these two questions by RiseCRN and Reds are two questions that I wasn't able to record because I didn't give them enough time, and they literally sent them around the same time. So I just wanted to include them into the video because it's only just these two extras, so, these actually were some pretty good questions. So, what's your dream team besides FaZe or NO Bay? So, that's probably why I wanted to include this question so much. Is probably because, it's most likely because, no one asked this question, but I don't know what my favorite team is, what my dream team would be. Let me think. There's Devil that I actually did want to get into pretty badly. Oh man, Envy? Maybe Envy. Yes, Envy. Okay, yes, my dream team would probably be Envy or Devil. Just because I really, really think I had a good chance at getting into Devil and I almost made it in. And Envy because that is literally one of the best teams that has, for sniping. Or Exalt. Man, yeah. Envy, Devil, or Exalt. Just because, Envy and Exalt are truly the best sniping teams out there today. So, that's definitely why I would want to join them. Thanks for the question. And then, when did you start COD, and do you think I'm annoying? So, yeah, I think I answered this question in the other video here. I definitely started COD when I was like 14, 13 years old, almost 14. That's when I started playing COD, but I was a tryhard on like BO1 and stuff. And I do think you're extremely annoying just because, you know, you always join my parties and follow me around, and you pretend to be a girl, but you're not, so, you know, you sound like a transvestite. You need to fix your girl voice, Reds. Just saying. So, Type Bio says, do you do any type of drugs? Man, that was so difficult to read. No, I don't do any drugs, just to be, you know, just to be honest. I don't do any drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't fornicate with other women. I'm a pretty clean person, except maybe I'll forget to brush my teeth every now and then. If I wake up really late, I'll just like eat, and then like, oh, I'll remember, oh, I gotta brush my teeth. That's really all I'll do. I don't do any drugs, I don't smoke, I don't do that stuff. That's just not the type of person that I am. So there's that question and answer. VR Audio says, where would you be if you hadn't met the people you met? Oh dang, look at that face. Well, I really think I would be somewhere, you know, on my own. That, like, okay, this is a tough one, actually. I think I would be significantly in like a worse position than where I am now, because like right now I can play at like Call of Duty as long as I please, as long as I feel like it, until, you know, something outside says no more, like we have to go to the store or throw out the trash or do the dishes. But the people that I met on Call of Duty had a lot of impact on me. In the way that I snipe, in the way that I talk. I know I wouldn't say yo if it weren't for some of the people I met here. Like, yo, what's going on? You know, I wouldn't say yo. I wouldn't say like, oh dang, if it weren't for Nino the God, or Dro. I call him Dro because he's amazing like that. Oh dang. You know, there are things that I say, like, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not trying to sound weird, but if I'm around black people, I'll start talking like a black guy. I'm not even kidding you. I won't say like nigga or anything like that around them, but I'll start talking like a black guy. I'll have that like accent that they have. I don't know if it's called an accent. I really don't know. But I'll, like, if I'm around someone, I'll start talking like them. If I'm around someone intelligent, I'll start to act intelligent. If I'm around someone stupid, I'll either get really annoyed or I'll act stupid myself. So that's really where I would be if I hadn't, you know, if I hadn't met the people I met. I wouldn't really be who I am today if I hadn't met the people who I met so far, you know? So, you know, I give a lot of credit to the people that I've met in my lifetime. So, that's that. SMT Twixt, how'd you come up with your name? Okay, so this kind of goes back to when I was 12 years old and I had a DSi, you know, like the DS and Nintendo dual screen. I had the DSi, and it came like with the feature to create your own name. And I created my name. It was like 2 + 2 = fish from Fairly Odd Parents. I named it Matthew, like my own name. Like stupid stuff like that, like Poopface 28, stuff like that. I'm not even kidding you. I came up with that one myself. But they had this little like app on the Nintendo DSi that was called Flipnote Hatina, and what you would do is you would draw on it and make little animations, and you could post those little animations that you created yourself onto their, you know, little app called Flipnote Hatina. And, you know, people would check on it, and then people would always be begging, like, why isn't there YouTube on the DSi? That's because the equivalent to YouTube was Flipnote Hatina. It had members, it had watchers without, you know, without accounts. You could like it, you could like you could give it a thumb up, you could comment, you could like, you would literally write with your stylus what you thought of the video. You would comment, and you could add stars to it, and the stars were like, there were gold stars, green stars, red stars, blue stars, and purple stars. Purple stars were like all the colored stars besides gold. You had to buy them separately, and that was like, if you got one of those stars from someone, it was like, oh my god, I got a colored star. Like, that's insane, you know. So I actually got kind of famous on it. Like, I was getting like commented on by like some of the highest ranked people on it at one point, and I had like 1,000 like little like favorites, basically like subscribers, and my name was Crazy Noob. It was K-R-A-Z-Y-N00B, and that was literally how I got my name. Like what 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. For 5 years, I've had my name Crazy Noob, and then I finally just made a YouTube channel because, you know, I thought if I could get famous on a little like Nintendo DS app, why not, you know, get famous on YouTube? But this has turned out to be extremely hard and way harder than I expected because you can't really spam out your videos as easily as you could on Flipnote Hatina. So that's how I came up with my name. Pace Rizzy goes, who's your favorite non-gaming YouTuber? Ooh. Wow, huh. Let me think. I really don't watch that many. I think Vsauce, Veritisium, I forgot his name, but they're like those like smart YouTubers, like they do physics and science things like that. Smosh is probably one of them, but they have their own gaming thing too. That's probably it. Like Vsauce. I think yeah, it would definitely be Vsauce because a lot of what I do on YouTube is gaming. So, you know, that's what I find interesting currently at this point in life. That's all I really find to be interesting is video games and, you know, music. I'll subscribe and like watch music videos or whatever the heck. But I probably watch Vsauce or ASAP Science. Like honestly, anything besides gaming videos is probably going to be just a smart intellectual video like Vsauce, Veritisium, or whatever he's called. I forgot his name off the top of my head. And ASAP Science. Oh, CinemaSins, Nostalgia Critic. Those are amazing YouTubers. I love watching those. The Angry Joe Show. Yeah, but those all have to do with movies and gaming in a way. So, you know, Angry Video Game Nerd, stuff like that. That's really it. There's nothing more, you know, just science videos, rant videos. Those are funny, but those are my favorite, you know, non-gaming YouTube channels. Silence OG, what got you into sniping and when did you start? Well, that was already answered. I got that, you know, what started me sniping was my friend Aldo, and then I started when I was 14, 15. Then Ovix for the last question. When's the last time you hit a 6, bruh? Hit a 6. Well, I don't know what a 6 is, but I'll call it a 6-man. I did hit a triple collat to single, and it was on the Devil Top 5 Plays as number 2, so that's the last time I hit a 6, and that was probably like 2 weeks ago. So, that's it for all the questions, guys. Thanks for sending them in. I really appreciate everyone who participated. Thanks for watching. I really would like to thank how my channel's starting to, you know, get more subscribers day by day. You know, I keep getting like at least 1 or 2 a day, and you know, it wouldn't be possible without you people that actually care to, you know, ask questions and stuff like that. So I will have to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very, very much. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. That's basically it, guys. Peace.